In the top stories, an economist says he's still concerned about the sale of BNB. The man charged with the Jolly Roger shooting is remanded, and the Minister of Education assures BCC staff they will be paid. Welcome to Nation News for Friday, June 27, 2014. I'm Natasha Beckles. Nearly a decade after government sold the former Barbados National Bank to Trinidad's Republic Bank, Sir Frank Alleyne says he still has doubts about the sale. The chairman of the Financial Services Commission and economic advisor to the government raised the issue this afternoon as he addressed the Democratic Labour Party's weekly lunchtime lecture. Sir Frank also hinted that substantial foreign exchange might be leaving the country through repatriation of after-tax profits to the bank's Trinidad and Tobago headquarters. You can read more about what Sir Frank had to say in tomorrow's Saturday Sun. Damian Pindar, the man charged in connection with yesterday's shooting on board the Jolly Roger, has been remanded to Dodds Prison until July 24th. The 4th Avenue Pickwick Gap St. Michael resident appeared before Magistrate Deborah Holder in the District A Magistrates Court this morning. He was not required to plead to the indictable charges of using a firearm and causing serious bodily harm to 23-year-old Rashidi Branch of Eden Lodge, St. Michael. Erdiston Teachers Training College should have a Bachelor's of Education degree program in another 2 years. Making the announcement this morning, Minister of Education Ronald Jones said this innovation was part of a major transformation taking place over the next 3 years in response to the country's education needs. Mr. Jones said the ministry was striving to have teachers come to the classroom fully trained, and it was therefore necessary to have Erdiston adequately equipped. He was addressing over 300 teachers this morning at the launch of 4 programs. Meanwhile, Mr. Jones has given the assurance that administrative staff of the Barbados Community College will be paid. The affected staff took industrial action yesterday to protest late payment of their salaries. They said salaries had been late for the past year. Today, the minister said the problem could be due to hiccups in the system, and he indicated that he will be meeting with parties at BCC to resolve the issue. Principal of Queen's College, Dr. David Brown, today urged graduating students to see education as a means of escaping poverty and attaining a better lifestyle. Addressing students of the St. Stephen's Primary School, he however lamented that some people who had risen to prominent positions behaved as though they did not remember their origins. He told the 106 students that they were fortunate because in poor countries such as Haiti and in parts of Latin America and Africa, some children don't even have a school to go to. 3 educators of the Graydon Sealy Secondary School were honored with word, song, and theatrical presentations at a farewell function in the school hall this morning. They are Principal Matthew Farley, Deputy Principal David Christie, and Head of the Home Economics Department, Jensel Bourne. Ms. Bourne retires after 42 years, while Mr. Christie put in 41 years. Mr. Farley celebrates 11 years at Graydon Sealy Secondary and an overall 40 in the teaching service. The 375th anniversary of Parliament was marked with much fanfare yesterday. Both Houses of Parliament met for an historic joint sitting, and a heraldic ceremonial banner and commemorative stamp issue were unveiled. During the joint session, Speaker of the House of Assembly Michael Carrington and Opposition Leader Mia Mottley decried the adversarial Westminster model of Parliament, stating that the strong rivalry was sometimes unnecessary. Several speakers, including Prime Minister Frundell Stewart, also spoke of Parliament's role in legislating slavery. 2 men who were sentenced to 30 years in prison back in 1999 walked out of Dodds Prison as free men yesterday. Peter Ford and Orlando Lord and another man had been convicted of the 1995 rape and robbery of a minibus conductress in French Village, St. Peter. However, after a 2002 appeal, their sentences were reduced to 25 years. They were scheduled to be released in 2018, but their cases were reviewed by the local Privy Council. Both men stepped into the arms of tearful and overjoyed relatives. In sport, Kent Construction Blackman and Gollop won their first Pine Hill Dairy Primary School's Netball League crown with a 2013 victory over St. Giles yesterday at the Garfield Sobers Sports Complex. Blackman and Gollop led throughout the contest, 6-3, 9-5, 15-13, totally shutting out St. Giles. MVP Kimani Archer and Shanika Griffith were superb in mid-court for Blackman and Gollop, as shooters Denisha Davis and Tashani Payne proved superior to St. Giles' Kelisa Kelly and Donnell Reed. Coach Calvin Briggs, who had captured 3 titles while he worked at St. Mary's, described the victory as extra sweet since it validated the hard work, passion, and dedication of his players, as well as the support from the teachers and parents. And if you were wondering about cricket at Kensington Oval, well, rain brought an early end to play around 1 p.m. West Indies are 169 for 2, chasing New Zealand's 293. Play will resume tomorrow at 9:30. And finally, a judge has ruled that a New Zealand schoolboy need not cut his hair before returning to class, and that his Catholic high school had been wrong to suspend him for having long locks. The 16-year-old was suspended last month after the principal said he was in breach of school rules. The boy argued his naturally curly hair would look unruly if cropped, and his family took the matter to court. The judge found the schoolboy's actions weren't harmful or dangerous to other students, didn't amount to serious misconduct, and therefore didn't warrant suspension. And that's Nation News for Friday. It's available on our website, nationnews.com, as well as our YouTube channel, Facebook, and Twitter. Do enjoy your weekend.